Hello students, Sai Ram. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to study about properties of multiplication of integers, and in that we are going to learn about closure property, commutative property, multiplication by zero, multiplicative identity, associative property and distributive property. Now let us learn about all these properties in detail. First, we will learn about closure property. You have learned about closure property for addition and subtraction of integers. In that we have learned that when a and b are the two integers, when they are added, their sum is also an integer, and when we subtract two integers, a minus b are the two integers, when we subtract them, their difference is again an integer. Same way, today we will see when two integers are multiplied, whether their product is also an integer or not. For example, if 4 is multiplied by 3, both of them are integers. So when we multiply, the product is 4 3s are 12. So 12 is also an integer. So what we conclude from this? If a and b are two integers, a plus b, a minus b, and a multiplied by b is also an integer. Now we will go to the next law, that is commutative law of multiplication. Let us see one example. 8 multiplied by minus 4. So it can also be written as minus 4 multiplied by 8. We can write 8 in the beginning, or we can write 8 at the end also. So when we multiply 8 by minus 4, we will get plus multiplied by minus. Already you have learned this in operation of integers. Plus multiplied by minus is minus. So minus, and 8 4s are 32. So you will get negative 32. Same here also, when we will multiply minus 4 by 8. So we will get 4 8s are 32, and then minus multiplied by plus. So it will be again minus. So you will get minus 32. So you can see on both the sides product is the same. So if a and b are any two integers, then a multiplied by b is equal to b multiplied by a. And this is called as commutative property of multiplication of integers. Now let us take an example. Here there is a box with 3 columns and 4 rows. That means you can write this as 3 multiplied by 4. That means there are 12 squares in it. Now on the other side you can see here it has 4 columns and 3 rows. So it will be 4 multiplied by 3. Again here we will get 12. So on both the sides you can see the number of squares are the same. Now we will go to the next example and see here. Here also you can see the order is changed. 5 is multiplied by minus 7. And on the other side minus 7 is multiplied by 5. There are two examples. So let us see whether we get the same product or not. 5 multiplied by minus 7 is minus 35. Minus 7 multiplied by 5 is also minus 35. In the second example, 9 multiplied by minus 10 is plus multiplied by minus, you know already it is minus, and 9 10s are 90. Now in the other example, If you change the order, if you write minus 10 first and then 9, minus 10 multiplied by 9, you will get 9 tens are 10 nines are 90, and minus multiplied by plus is minus. So what you see here, both the answers are same, that means they are equal, and this property is called as commutative property of multiplication of integers. Now let us go to the next property, that is associative law of multiplication. Let us take an example to understand this property. Here you will have to multiply 3 integers. Let us take 3 integers and we will group them. In the first case here you can see 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So 3 and 2 are grouped together. So first we'll multiply that. We'll get 3 multiplication multiplied by 2 is 6. So 6 multiplied by 2, that means 2 times 6. So we will write 6 and then again one more 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Now let us go to the other side. Here you can write the same multiplication by grouping other 2 numbers in this way. 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So here we are going to group 2 and 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and 3 times of 4. 3 times of 4 will be 4, again 4 and again 4. So how many times 4 we have written? 3 times. You can add also 4 plus 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4, 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12. So are we getting same product? Yes, we are getting the same product. This side also you can see, on the left hand side also we have got 12. Here also we have got 12. So this is the same product. Now let us see. So what do we conclude from this? We conclude that order does not matter when just multiplying. So when we are multiplying, you can arrange the numbers in any order and you can find out the product. While multiplying integers, the product doesn't change even if the grouping is changed, and this is called as associative law of multiplication of integers. Now let us see the next property, and the next property is zero property of multiplication, which means any number times 0 has a product of 0. That means if any number, like any integer or any number, whole number, if it is multiplied by 0, times means you have to multiply it by 0. What will be the product? The product will be always 0. For example, if 16 is multiplied by 0, you will get 0. Now let us see this one. Here there are some integers taken and they are all multiplied by 0. So any integer, any number, when it is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. And this is called zero property. Now here you see 0 is multiplied by integers. Numbers here you can see 0 multiplied by 1, 0 multiplied by 4, 0 multiplied by 7, 0 multiplied by 9, and then 13, and then 58. And what is the product? The product always here is 0. So I hope you all understood this property. Now we will go to the next slide. The next one is multiplicative identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity for whole numbers as well as for integers. Thus, a multiplied by 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by a is equal to A. Here the meaning of star means product, multiply. So any integer, any number when it is multiplied by 1 is the same number. Now how to find out multiplicative identity? Divide a number by itself. Take any number and divide it by the same number, then the quotient which you will get is always 1. Divide a number by itself, the quotient is 1. For example, here 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. And this 1 is called as multiplicative identity. Now here you see identity property of multiplication. Now this identity property of multiplication means any integer when it is multiplied by 1 is the same integer, it's the same number. For example, 7 multiplied by 1 is equal to 7. Now let us go to the next property and understand it. Next property is distributive property. This property states that when two numbers have been added or subtracted and then multiplied by a factor, the result will be the same when each number is multiplied by the factor and the products are then added or subtracted. So let us understand this property. In this, first we are going to understand the distributive law of multiplication over addition. That means there will be two operations, multiplication also, addition also. Now how we are going to do this? Let us see this. A, there are three integers here, A, B, A multiplied by B plus C. So that means here A is outside the bracket and B plus C are inside the bracket. That means here you have to multiply A by B also and by C also. So it will be AB plus AC. This is the way we are going to solve the distributive law of addition of integers. Now let us see an example. 6 multiplied by 10 plus 8. So 6 is outside the bracket. That means you have to multiply 6 by 10 also and then by 8 also. So here 6 will be multiplied by 10 plus 6 will be again multiplied by 8. 6 multiplied by 10 is 60 and 6 8s are 48. Now we are going to add these two numbers. 60 plus 48 is equal to 108. Now let us see the left hand side of the question here. 6 multiplied by 10 plus 8. You can do this in this way also. 6 multiplied by bracket part 10 plus 8, when you add you will get 18. Now 6 multiplied by 18 is again 108. So what do we see here? We see both left hand side and right hand side is giving you the same answer. Let us see one more example. Distributive property of multiplication. This is also based on addition. For example, 6 multiplied by 8. So we can write this as 6 multiplied by 5 plus 3. This is easy because the number is small. But if you will be given a bigger number, the properties will help you a lot. So here we are going to split 8 into two numbers here, 5 plus 3. Now we got this 6 multiplied by 5 plus 3. Now 6 is outside the bracket, that means 6 has to be multiplied with both the numbers which are inside the bracket. So now next step will be 6 multiplied by 5 plus 6 multiplied by 3. So 6 5s are 30 plus 6 3s are 80. So 30 plus 18 is equal to 48. Now you see the left hand side of this example. 6 multiplied by 8, all of you know the table of 6. 6 8s are 48. So what we are getting here? On left hand side also we are getting 48. So that means LHS is equal to RHS. Now the next part of this law is distributive law of multiplication over subtraction. Now in this, let us see an example. You will understand better. 6 minus 3 is inside the bracket and 5 is outside. So that means 5 has to be multiplied by 6 also as well as 3 also. And there is a subtraction sign inside the bracket. So it will be 6 into 5 minus 3 into 5. So when you work out, it will become 30. 6 5s are 30 minus 3 5s are 50. So 30 minus 15 is 15. Now when we'll solve the other side, the left hand side of this question here, 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. So LHS is equal to RHS. And this is called as distributive law of multiplication of integers. Now let us go to the next property here. The next property is property of negative 1. The product of a number, any integer or any number, when it is multiplied by minus 1, we get the opposite of the number. That means suppose A is an integer and if you multiply it by minus 1, A multiplied by minus 1 will be minus A. It is also called as additive inverse of that integer. For example, 5 multiplied by minus 1. So 5 is positive and 1 is negative. Plus multiplied by minus is always minus. So the product will be minus 5 1s are 5. So 5. So you will get negative 5. Now next example, minus 4 multiplied by minus 1. Both are negative. So minus multiplied by minus is positive. And 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. Here the bracket means multiplication. Sometimes this property is also called as property of opposites for multiplication. Now let us see this. Which property is this? When minus 1 is multiplied by any integer, here 8 is there. Minus 1 multiplied by 8. We get minus 8. This is nothing but this is called as multiplication property of negative 1.